It is early in the week. I've got a lot of work to do and was woken up by the neighbors' contractors hammering their roof. So if you hear basketball sounds in the background, mija, they are so freaking loud. It is annoying. Nonetheless, we're gonna go ahead and play with some makeup. I feel like I wanna show. Yes, baby. She needs help. Hold on. Anyway, I feel like we're gonna play with some makeup. Of course, nothing new, but I wanna show this baby some love. Hello, look. She's always, I love this palette. It's so pretty. You get your pops, and I just feel like I use my palette so much, and I should. It's mine. I know. But I really love this one too. And I didn't just tell you guys I like the palette because she's my best friend. I freaking love that palette. The moment I saw it, I practically drooled. So we're gonna play with Rhonda's palette. We're gonna put a face on, and we are gonna get ready for the day. So step numero uno is going to be an under eye serum. This is the Ordinary Caffeine Solution. It gets really yucky along the edges, but it still works. I really like this. This area here is so sunken in, it's annoying. It's like as I get older, it sinks in and it's not sexy. So I'll go ahead and kind of blend this out. Cammie's living her best. She has a tablet. She thinks she's grown. Y'all hear her? Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. I can't find the big one. I know I have it. It's probably in the closet. And then, of course, I want to hear what your weekend was like. What did you guys do? Listen, at my house, it's always chaos central. More people, more chaos, nothing new. And if you live with a large group of people, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Nonetheless, I did not work this weekend. Let me tell you how poor Miss Cammy Babami was so sick. I'm gonna let the under eye do its thing because I find that the Ordinary serum does really kind of like waken the under eye up. So I'm gonna work on the eyebrows, which I want to keep super simple. And I have truly found a greater appreciation for Benefit's Brow Microblading Pen. And you guys, don't worry, I'm gonna put the shades and the brands and the product below. Oh look, it just fills in this little area right here where I have zero pelitos, you know? So anyway, geez Louise, Cam was so sick. I thank God that I was able to pre-film enough videos to where it pulled me up for like the balance of the week. Cam ended up contracting some weird stomach bug and she didn't want to eat for a few days, which I mean is normal. You don't feel good, you're not gonna eat. Perfectly fine and normal. You know, I hydrate her with Pedialyte, which she hated, popsicles, pretty much giving her anything she wanted. As long as she ate something, we were fine. The only issue was it got to a point when she went to the bathroom. That situation did not look normal. I won't go into detail because it's kind of gross, you know? And I know mom life, but still it's gross. But it was scary enough to where, yes, I took pictures. And when I took her to the pediatrician within an hour, I showed the pictures to the pediatrician. I guess it was not normal for me because I'm freaking out. I was like, why does it look like that? And then I'll fill in other sparse areas like around here with my wing meat. Mine is in the shade Call Me Ebony. It's called their Brow Jam. I actually really like this. It's like it looks like an eyeshadow. It's a pomade. You can do a wing with it if you want to. I've done that. I'm gonna fill in this little area here because when you go in with the microblading pen, it makes it look shiny and it doesn't look natural, like at all. This little mirror is too tiny though. So yeah, I guess the doctor was like, girl, it's fine, she's normal. No, that was not normal, but whatever. She did say nothing to be alarmed. It should look that way and be that way for like another 2 days. And then she'll be perfectly fine. They also gave me probiotics, which you would be like, why probiotics when she can't keep anything in right now? Girl, I don't know. All I know is that she's back to normal, thank goodness. But in terms of actually like working, I didn't. And I'm like really grateful that I didn't have to because I was able to tend to my baby. I'm gonna go in with my Smashbox Always On foundation. This thing is freaking amazing. And I know sometimes people go, yeah, but just take the day off. We're still here. I get it. But you know what? The algorithm doesn't feel the same way about me the way that you guys do. Let me explain because it's important, I guess, for you guys to understand. When it comes to posting videos, and for those of you who are like building a channel or thinking of creating a channel, you guys liked my advice from before. I'm glad that you found it helpful and encouraging. So I'll give you guys a little tidbit that I've learned after officially being a partner for like 4 years. Your followers will not forget about you, but the algorithm will. So it's really good to be, yes, consistent, but also be on a schedule. No, like later in the afternoon, it typically works for me. I have tried posting early in the morning, I guess, because people are working or busy and with kids and stuff. People don't necessarily log in. So the algorithm goes, oh, most of your people are not necessarily logged in at this time. So we're not going to send alerts. We're not going to worry about pushing your video to these people. Midday, kind of like the same thing. So for me, anything after 4 o'clock typically works for the channel. That said, videos on Sundays just don't perform. That's the reality. Videos on Sundays are kind of like, so I don't post on Sundays and I take Sundays off. And then I pre-film my Saturday videos. That way I have a video that goes live on Saturday. I'll use Bobbi Brown for the under eye. Say that I wasn't able to pre-film my Saturday video. I don't post on Sundays already. And then something happened and I couldn't post on Monday. Believe it or not, YouTube notices that. You're no longer on schedule. So everyone's gonna sit here and say, crack the algorithm. That's a lie. No one has cracked the actual algorithm. However, every channel is going to be different. You know what works for your channel, what's not gonna work. When you do something and that didn't work out, you know not to do it again. And so I have found that if I skip 3 days in a row of posting, girl, it just, next thing you know, that video is not pushed. No one knows it even went out. People don't get the notifications. And it is basically not even touched by the algorithm, which is annoying. So although you guys won't forget about me, thank you, I love you, it almost seems like the algorithm does. If you're new here or if you've been here, but you're like, man, I don't see your posts or I don't get your alerts. I post every Monday through Saturday. I may skip a Saturday here and there, but girl, if I missed Saturday, you know for a fact, Monday, I will have a video, and that is basically why. I applied concealer all over the lid because it was like a bit much under the eye. Don't worry, this is all gonna balance out. I know this and this are different colors. We always make her work. And you know, it gets me when there's these channels on YouTube that will say that they can help you and tell you what to do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been doing everything they say, and it just ain't happening because there's no actual one formula that's gonna work for everyone. They just share what worked for them. You can try it and hope it works for you. Oh my God, I went down a rabbit hole. The point to the whole thing is I post no matter what. So I can't just take days off just to take them, and I don't get sick days, which sucks. So I have to make sure that during the week I film an extra video or two or have something like in queue. Just in case something happens, I have a video ready to go. We're gonna dip into around this palette. We're gonna color build. I'm gonna pop on this color all the way at the bottom row on the left. I am gonna apply her on the crease, but below that we're color building, like I said. So yeah, so I'm just grateful that I learned this a while ago and make sure that I have like an extra video ready to go for the weekend because I wasn't able to film. Cam was so sick and irritable. And then every time I walked, well, she's always with me, but she has this thing, I say mamitis. A lot of people say mamitis. And it's just, she's very clingy to me. Are you okay, baby? She's been so clingy. So, and I didn't know what it was until, you know, the situation erupted. And then I was like, oh, she's sick. That's why she's so darn needy. I think I want to dip into this one next. And I'm going to do the same thing, kind of apply it right over that one and blow that out slightly, but I'm not going to bring it out as much as the other one. One ended up getting like a fireplace that has it's a console with a fireplace. If you guys remember my house in Jersey, because I used to walk around the house all the time and talk to you guys on Instagram and stuff, I had an actual fireplace. Those were like the best winters. It was so cozy and comfy. And honestly, it just brings these ambiance, right, to your home, which I loved. So I wasn't opposed to a fireplace, but we had to wait until Cam was big enough. Danger is everywhere, right? But I wanted to prevent a bigger issue from happening. So I was like, yeah, we'll get a fireplace when she's older. And we're there. And honestly, now the living room looks fantabulous. Same color under the eye. I want to use some of the purple. The purple's so pretty. It's like an eggplant. I'm going to take that, pop her out here. And then I'll gently go in like a little circular motions and kind of start blending her out. But yeah, that's what we did this weekend. I thought I'd get in here and organize and maybe get myself together for the week, but that never happened. I'm gonna grab a clean fluffy brush. I'll go along that edge. I don't wanna apply anything else. I think it looks good on its own the way it is. And I think I wanna apply the brighter shade in here just to keep it nice and light because that looks pretty. All right, I'm grabbing a fluffy shadow brush and I'm gonna apply this kind of cream shade. It's like a pinky cream shade on the inner corner, and I'll kind of blend outward. I want it to be gradient onto that purple. You see how a little bit of brightness kind of does its thing and it makes it look really pretty? Anyway, so that is basically what I did this weekend. And I know it wasn't anything super duper interesting. I don't know, I feel like sometimes people automatically think that influencers have the best life ever. And you know what? Yeah, like I think it's great when you go to events, and I think it's fun to meet other influencers and be able to go out and just have a good time. But honestly, like, we have lame weekends too, mija. Like this upcoming weekend, I think I'm going to Miami, which should be fun. But at the same time, I have weekends where we don't do much of anything. If you're wondering, I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash. I am gonna apply falsies at the top, but this is so good at the bottom. It's good at the top too, but it's not gonna give me the falsy look that I want on the eyes. So I'm gonna rely on my Temu Lashes for that. And honestly, out of all of the lashes I've tried from Temu, and y'all know I did a full-on Temu lash haul just to try a bunch of different styles. I think these are my favorites because these are the ones that I keep repurchasing. Like the other ones have been great, but I think these are hands down. Like if I only could get lashes from Temu going forward, like one style, it would be these. Do you see how those lashes transformed the eye? I am gonna use the blush from Rhonda's palette. Oh my God, and the kids just went back to school here in my area. They got almost 3 weeks off. It is insane how quiet the house is, okay? So like in my brain, I have so much that I can think about because it's so quiet, which is why I'm more of a space cadet today. Just picture a house filled with 4 girls chitter-chattering, laughing the entire, and sometimes bickering the entire 3 weeks. And you're trying to film. Now you gotta go and check. Is everyone okay? At one point, someone was crying, but they were crying of laughter. It was a whole freaking thing. And now we have just a very quiet house. Well, besides the neighbors getting their roof replaced, because at that point it's gonna like bang bang. It sounds like basketball, but it's fine. I feel like we can get away with a little bit of highlight. I have to color my hair, by the way. These grays are coming in and they're coming in hot. I can go with a topper, but I want the topper is beautiful. I want to go with like very matte eyes, so I'll go in with her highlight. Do you see that? And then I'll really blend it out, because I think I'm over my era where I want to be beaming to the gods. Like if I want some glow, I just want it to look luminous and pretty, but not like too much. Not like a fairy sneezed in my face, you know? Like I want it to look graceful. So I'm just gonna kind of blend that out. I think we're there. I think it's pretty. I'll make sure I add some on the brow bone. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on. And then on the tips of the nose. Tips. I only have one freaking nose. What am I talking about? Do I want to go red or do I want to go like a hot pink on the lips? You know what? Let's have fun. Let's go with Cancun by FTC Cosmetics. And then around the perimeter of my lips, I'm going to go in with Mudslide. Not that the color's going to matter much, but I just kind of want a guide for the liquid lip and a barrier at the same time. So y'all already know. Anyway, you guys know my brain is always thinking a gazillion things at a time. I'm working on my plan for the new year. In terms of being a little more organized, I think I'm doing well. It's only been like 8 days in, I know. But I've also been wanting to get a calendar. Not that it would be my first. I always get a calendar and never use it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get a calendar and I'm actually going to use it this year. And the only reason why I haven't done that is because I feel like at that point, if I get a calendar, now I'm pushing the issue. Like, at least I'm actually working on being organized. So I think for at least the first quarter of the year, I'm going to focus on being organized one thing at a time. If I do too much, I'm never going to like actually be successful at any of my goals for the year. So I'm gonna take it one quarter at a time and just kind of see where it goes. You guys, I think Cancun was such a good choice. Pero mija, I need you guys to let me know. What did you do this weekend? Like what, like was there chaos? Did you chillax? Also, if you follow me over on Instagram, I've created a backup Instagram account. I'm also doing a community post on that, but I wanted to verbally let you guys know here. There is a secondary Instagram account. I am not necessarily posting anything on there. However, it is a backup account. So if you're not following me on Instagram and you want to, make sure you follow my main page and then follow my backup. The reason why I did a backup is because something happened this weekend and I had a few friends who had issues with their Instagram account, have not been able to retrieve it, had to create a new account and start from scratch. So I personally would rather start a backup account now so that in the event that something happens to my main account, at least you guys know where to find me and it's not like, oh my God, she disappeared. You know what I mean? So if you can do me a favor, visit the description box and check out both of my Instagram accounts, my main and my backup. That way you never lose any of my content over on Insta. All right, let's thank our G Squad members. They have joined channel memberships and are supporting the channel at a higher level. With that, they have unlocked exclusive perks like behind the scenes photos, videos, like exclusive just to them. I have hosted a few extra giveaways just for the channel members, and they get their own community page. YouTube gives them their own badge and highlights all of their comments under my channel. So if you're ever interested in joining channel memberships, all you have to do is hit the join button below this video or visit the description box. And you guys, if you want more beauty content, no worries. 2 playlists are coming up on screen that contain way more beauty content, and I really do think you're gonna enjoy it. So I highly recommend you check it out, and I will see you guys on the next video.